We are going to continue looking at units of measurement and converting units of measurement, but today we are going to focus on how we write units of measurement or express them as a fraction. So again, you still need to remember how many meters there are in a kilometer, which is 1,000, how many centimeters there are in a meter, which is 100, how many millimeters there are in a centimeter, which is 10. We also need to remember how many milliliters there are in a liter, we are 1,000, how many grams in a kilogram, there are 1,000, there's 60 cents in 1 rand, 24 hours in 1 day, and so on. In these examples, you need to write 600 milliliters as a fraction of 1 liter. The word fraction is important because I know when I'm writing a fraction, I'm going to have a numerator and a denominator. I know that for definite. I will have a numerator and a denominator. So it says, write 600 milliliters as a fraction of 1 liter. So first I need to ask myself, how many liters are there in a milliliter? I know that inside 1 liter, there are 1,000 milliliters. So I have 600 milliliters out of a possible 1,000 milliliters. So because 1,000 is the total amount that I can get, that is my denominator, 1,000 milliliters. But I only have 600 milliliters, so that becomes my numerator. And I've expressed it as a fraction. Now, Spark Scholars, you cannot leave your answer like this. We have to simplify. A tip on how to simplify is if there is a 0 at the top and a 0 at the bottom, you can cross them out. So here's my 0 at the top, here's a 0 at the bottom, so I can cross them out. I have another 0 at the top, and I also have another 0 at the bottom, so I can cross them out. I don't have any more zeros at the top, so I can't cross any out. I'm left with 6/10. But I can still simplify this further by asking myself what number can go inside 6 and inside 10. I know that 2 can go inside 6, and 2 goes inside 6 3 times. And I know that 2 can also go inside 10, and 2 goes inside 10 5 times. So my answer to write 600 milliliters as a fraction of 1 liter, after I've crossed out my zeros, what you do to the top, you do to the bottom, and simplifying again, my answer is 3/5. So it's very important that you know how many liters there are in a milliliter, otherwise you would not be able to make this fraction. For the second example, we need to express 80 cents as a fraction of 2 rand. So again, I look at what I'm dealing with money, cents and rand. I need to ask myself, how many cents are there in 1 rand? I'm reminded that there are, not 60 cents, 100 cents inside 1 rand. And here I have 2 rand. So that means I have 2 multiplied by 100. 2 multiplied by 100 is 200. I know that because if I put them over each other, 2 times 0 is 0, 2 times 0 is 0, 2 times 1 is 2, gives me 200. So I know that there's 200 possible cents that I could get. So my denominator is 200. Because one of them is cents and one of them is rand, Spark Scholars, you cannot put 80 over 2. Because this is cents and this is rand, it's different. You have to first change the rand into cents, convert it first, so that I have cents, and then only can I make it a fraction. So I have 80 cents out of a possible 200 cents. But I can't leave it like that, I have to simplify. I have a 0 at the top, I have a 0 at the bottom. So if I cross out the 0 at the top, what you do to the top, you do to the bottom. So I have 8/20. Now I can simplify this further by saying what number goes into 8 and into 20. I know that 4 can go into 8 2 times, and 4 can go into 20 5 times. So my answer is 2/5. If you understand this clearly, and you know how many milliliters there are in a liter, you know how many cents there are in 1 rand, and you can remember how many kilometers and meters and centimeters and millimeters there are in each other, then I'd like you please to pause this video and do this activity on your whiteboard by yourself, please. If you do not understand, go back and watch the video again.